What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I really can't believe we're sitting down to do this today. I am going to turn myself into a Bob Ross painting by watching a Bob Ross tutorial and following it on my face. I've seen people do this in a couple of different ways. This was really big like sometime last year on YouTube. People were doing this a lot. I know James Charles did it where he just like did his forehead and then like a full glam, and then Nikki Tutorials did her whole face, and quite frankly I haven't decided which version of that I would like to go for just yet. I feel like I like the looks of the forehead version better, but I don't have a ton of forehead real estate. Like my widow's peak comes down really low and stuff, so that might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see where the road takes us. I'm gonna be honest, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure on this one for two reasons. First and foremost, I have a very, very special connection in my heart to Bob Ross, and I don't want to let him down. Most people who know me in real life don't even know this, but when I was 4 years old, I got whooping cough, which who the fuck gets whooping cough? Me. Hello. And I was in the hospital for, I don't remember how long because I was 4, but I'm sure we could ask my mom if we want to. But during that time, the one thing that got me through laying in a hospital bed as a small child was the soothing content of Bob Ross. That was like the one thing keeping my little mind together. So I love Bob. And I'm gonna be really sad if I fuck up one of his paintings. I'm probably gonna. The other reason I'm feeling a little bit of pressure today, and another thing that you guys might not know if you haven't been here for a long time, is I have a painting degree. However, I have not actually painted anything besides like makeup and like some watercolors in years. So like a piece of me feels like maybe I'm going to discover right now how much of a waste my education has become. So I am feeling the pressure a little bit. If I do a terrible job, please forgive me. This is just for funsies, so you guys might not care, but just know that a little piece of me will die if this comes out terrible, okay? Okay. So I narrowed it down to 2 paintings that I thought might be fun to recreate, and I asked you guys which one of those 2 you would like to see me do on Instagram, and something around like almost 70% of you guys chose this one, which is called Blue Ridge Falls. So that's the one I'm doing. And now, if this comes out terrible, that's your fault and not mine. See how that works? Any hoozles, I'm gonna try to do a little picture-in-picture here. Technically, I'm not sure how that's gonna work because I've never done that before, but I'm gonna try my damnedest, and we're gonna follow along with what Mr. Bob himself tells us to do. Please do not forget to leave a like on this video because you know what? I need it today. I need it for the moral support. Also, if you're new around here, please subscribe because I would love to have you around for this video and many more to come in the future. I don't know if I'll ever turn myself into a Bob Ross painting ever again, but in the event that I do, maybe you'll want to be here for it, or maybe you just want to see me do regular makeup, or maybe you just want to hang out and talk about makeup. And for all of those reasons, I suggest you subscribe. At this point, I'm just stalling because I'm nervous, so let me just shut up and let's get into it, putting this Bob Ross Blue Ridge Falls painting on my face.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad to see you today. Let's start out and have them run all the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with us.
Okay.
While they're doing that, let me show you what I got up here today. Have my standard old canvas up here today, but I've taken a little bit of black gesso and a natural sponge. I use a natural sponge.
For the first part, I feel like the best way, if I could find one, is to use, sorry that I'm like off screen, I'm looking for a stippling sponge. I know I have one, or I used to have one. You put like a bunch of stipply looking trees. I think we're going lower than the forehead because already, holy shit, that looks a lot bigger than what I have room for on just my forehead.
And we just put a thin coat of that over the dark area. Other than that,
this looks so stupid. This is by far the dumbest I have ever looked in my life, which is really saying something.
Very warm, nice blue. Okay, let's go up in here.
Cool. I look like an actual swamp monster.
A little sky here. We don't care.
All right, Bobby boy.
It in, let it go.
I do like phthalo blue too.
Like
oh, if I knew you were gonna do that, I would have done that first, Bob. Oh no, that's too much. Too much already.
About like that.
Okay. That's all we're looking
for. And I've intentionally left some.
I can't wait till we paint over this with like some more stuff, and I don't look like a navy blue swamp monster anymore. That's gonna be fun. Alright, I'm gonna go back in with this sponge and go over. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go in with some white. That's a freaking lie.
Let's take. I'm gonna use a little Prussian blue, some sap green.
Prussian blue, sap green,
maybe
a little bit
black
of brown.
in it. Maybe in our world, maybe there's a little.
Oh, okay.
There's a big mountain lives right here. There, it just comes right down. I don't know wherever it wants to go. But little trees and things are growing on this mountain.
Maybe not.
It comes down right over in here too. You decide. There. Just make a decision, drop it in. Make a decision
and drop it in, the man says. Make a decision and drop it in, baby. What if I'm bad at making decisions, Bob? Then what?
Dry 2-inch brush.
Okay.
The base of that severely. Really getting in there and tapping.
Okay, that's a little misty.
The illusion of mist.
Is that misty? It looks a little misty.
Let's see. Maybe today, let's get crazy. Prussian blue, midnight black, some brown, some crimson, and there's some sap green. Most of your dark colors. All your dark colors. It doesn't matter. There. Here lives a little tree. Right there. See?
Oh, that's a thick tree.
These little trees live right in your fan.
That tree is chunk.
Just sort of shake them out. There. Start with just the corner of the brush. Don't go straight in, though. Show you one more time. Give another one right there. Turn the brush way around and use just the corner. And basically we're using that same corner all the way down the tree. We're just applying more pressure to bend it. And maybe touch right there and lift up. Just want to lift up. I know that's hard to see, but we'll see it in a second.
Okay, those look like fucking terrible.
Now,
the show must go on? I don't know.
Now go right into the cad yellow. The color that's on there mixed with yellow will make a gorgeous green color.
Why would you do this to me?
We just load both sides like that.
Let me get closer to the...
And we can come back, put a few highlights on our little trees, and that way they'll stand out more. There they come. There. And maybe in here, just give it a little upward push.
It looks really bad. What the fuck? Oh, I was supposed to mix it with the other color. That's why. Hang on, Bob. I'm behind.
By going through the dark, both sides, then I'll take one side only through the light.
Light on one side.
I have light on one side,
dark on the other. Oh, it's a filter brush.
And up in here, yep. Here comes there's a whole bunch of little happy rocks right up here. That easy. You can put rocks wherever you want them, and you can do it in a single stroke. Ready to get crazy? I'm going to take a little bit of liquid clear and go into titanium white. I want to thin the color.
Quite frankly, it looks like nothing. Oh, for the love of God. He just did that so fast.
This color's thinner. I put liquid clear with it. And it's time to have some fun. We go on to do... Maybe there's a little bit of water. Then all of a sudden, somebody pull the stopper out.
All right, let's pull the stopper out.
Gosh. Water just
okay, that wasn't that bad. Oh, don't go back to anything. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
It's very soft. We'll create the illusion of some mist down at the base of this. Little blender brush. I'm tapping into a little touch of titanium. We need to contain this water so it doesn't get away. So we'll just start here. And just decide, maybe there's a big old rock that lives there.
Big old rock.
Like that, and we'll let it disappear right down into the mist.
Right down into the mist.
There. That easy. And in our world, maybe, yeah. Big old rock lives right there.
Stand by it. No, this looks so much more like an actual waterfall before I did that. And I think we're dealing with a situation where I have a lot less real estate to work with than the actual canvas that Mr. Ross here is using.
It's time to really get crazy here and have some fun. Let's go up here and make some big decisions in our world.
I don't want to make a big decision. I'm scared.
Right there. Big tree. Goes all the way off the
Okay.
canvas.
And then we did a
Use the
cha-cha,
dark
cha-cha,
first.
cha.
Just so we have something to put our light on. It's the only reason it's there.
Okay.
There we go.
And then we did a cha-cha,
Just make a
cha-cha, cha.
basic tree shape here. Big tree.
We're making a big tree.
He lives right here next to the waterfall. What a view.
I mean, it is a good view, that's true.
There too.
I
We will
think
have a whole forest today.
if I put one over here, it's gonna like
There, see,
crowd
there
up the
it comes.
waterfall, you know what I'm saying?
Big old tree lives there. And you're doing
Oh my god.
areas that have a
How did
little
he get so
dark.
many trees over there? I wasn't paying attention.
Why somebody didn't come up with that years ago. It's logical. Alrighty. I'll tell you what, I'll go back to the same brush. Put some highlights on the rascals. We can begin highlighting some of these rascals. Then they'll stand out a little better. You have to make big decisions though. Where do they live? There it comes.
Right over Nicole's nose.
It's just wandering around.
What makes this harder than you would think, besides the fact that he is obviously quite practiced at this, we are not.
A little dark ceiling in it.
It's the curves of the face, you know?
There he is.
It's not
It's hard to
exactly
see.
the same
Highlight on
as doing that shit on a flat canvas, now is it? Or on the side
brown
here.
and white.
Will we be able to have a rock in ours?
Here
I
we go.
don't know. I don't.
Just a little highlight on that rascal.
We're gonna try.
There, see?
You just kind of like being a little blob. It's like you can't even really, see what I mean? Like you can't really see these paints layered over each other that much.
Happy little rock down there.
I don't know if I like you anymore, Bobby.
Something about like that. As I mentioned at the beginning of this show, this is the last show, the 30th Joy of Painting. Basically 400 Joy of Painting shows.
Do
On this
it.
piece of canvas, you can literally do anything that you want to do. Take some black, Van Dyke brown. I'm going to have a cliff.
I can't even tell what
Big
he
old
did.
rock lives right here. Big old rock.
How's he do it so fast?
Big rock. There it is. Became a tree.
Bushes? Oh, actually, no.
Yeah.
That's not what bushes
Bushes do that
don't
sometimes.
just
No,
turn
they
into
don't.
trees.
They
Don't do
Come
that.
on, it's okay.
It wasn't shit.
No, it's
He just
okay.
slapped the
Let's
tree in
take-
there, and there
With
was
the
a tree.
same color.
Okay.
You could do this with a 1-inch brush or with a 2-inch
So
brush. It's
just
up
like
to
a
you.
little cha-cha-cha on the side.
There. Thought today we just use the 2-inch because it's, there we go. Just load a little more color on there. Now if you have trouble making this stick, add a little tiny bit of paint thinner. Small amount of paint thinner
Is that right?
to your brush and then go through the paint.
You know, I'm going to make an executive decision
Of making a lot of
and
little
maybe
stuff.
not do those.
Very easy. Just put them wherever you want them.
Oh, maybe I should. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to try, Bob. So I'm just going to have to like go Black.
He lives out here in the water.
flat,
Jumped
flat,
in.
and then
He
go
was just
over it with white. You know what I
But
mean?
he was just a little guy. Maybe his mother wasn't watching him. Jumped in
Okay.
the water and he's lived there ever since.
Oh my god.
Little splashes.
I think I'm supposed to have another tree over here, so I'm just going to
Cover up his
do one of
face.
these. You know what I mean? It's almost as if
Right around
MEHRON Paradise Paint wasn't
there.
meant to do this.
The water
Oh,
scorched.
highlights on the rocks themselves. Oh
This
god.
a
I hope this is
super place to
even
come
in
if you're
focus
trying
at like
There's
one
picture
moment
right
of this video, because it's like not wanting to find my face because my face no longer looks like a face, you know? I'm just looking in the monitor. I'm literally just sitting here staring at
here.
myself.
Found a little strip
Alright.
liner brush.
He says
I
we're
think I'll
done.
sign this painting. I really hope you've enjoyed this painting and this entire series with
I
us.
don't feel done. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel done.
In the very near future. And once again, if you have a minute, let the station know that you like
He's
this.
so fucking cute though. Like, what a cutie pie. Alright, so according to Bob, we're done. But the problem is that the eye area looks crazy right now. So what I want to do is add a little eyeliner to the mix. I'm going to grab the Melt Latex Liner because it's kind of like this sort of greeny blue shade, and I think that'll blend really well with the colors that we have around it because it was like navies and greens and a little bit of black. Okay, that's actually a lot better, and I look less terrifying now than I did before. Do I still look terrifying? Yeah, totally terrifying, but less so than before. I also feel like my ears look so prominent right now. They're just sticking out. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in more so you can see the beautiful level of detail that I managed to get in here. You ready? Wow. Wow. Do they need to repaint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Because I'm available. Some of them actually aren't that bad. Like, some of the trees kind of look a little bit like bob trees. The water and the rocks are a disaster, and I don't know, I should have maybe blocked my eyebrows so that I was able to like get the waterfall to come down over the brows. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna zoom out because I feel like this is a lot for you guys to take in right now. You don't need that in your life. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Is this an entire fail? It's not a success. I wouldn't say that I crushed it or anything. Could it have been worse? Definitely. Would I have failed out of college had this still been part of my education? Yeah, they would have kicked me right out. I don't even know what to say to you guys. Subscribe for more things just like this, and definitely also not like this at all. Leave a like on this video if you want me to feel better about this whole thing. I don't even know what to say. You know, some of the trees on the top could be worse. It could be worse. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where you guys go on my Instagram stories and help me choose to do things like this. Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for the guidance. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've ever tried anything like this, even if it was just like on paper or canvas. It doesn't have to have been on your face. Was it more difficult than you thought it was gonna be? Did you nail it? I wanna know in the comments down below. Please also leave me ideas for other dumb shit like this that you'd like to watch me do, because this is fun, even though I feel like I failed. I'm so sorry if this video was like the dumbest thing you've ever watched. I hope you found it at least a little bit entertaining. Thank you so much for hanging out and just having a lighthearted good time with me today. I will be back with probably a more normal makeup video pretty soon. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. I am grateful that you took the time to hang out with me today and watch this video, and I will see you in the next one.